Hello everyone, today I'm gonna try to walk you through this mini tutorial of the page I made. I used 2 pages from my perfect size journal, as you can see here, and then I'm using a bone folder to make a crease in one of the pages so I can fold them better, and then I'm just gonna glue them together with the sticky glue. Still one of my favorite Art By Marlene products. Until this day I really can't go without this one. So then I glue them together, and then after this, so I'm just making sure it sticks right on top of each other. And then just to make it more sturdy, I will take some of the masking tape to glue on the back, so that way the pages will definitely stick together well. Now I'm taking out the cut and paste block to look for some nice images that I can use on this page, because I want to use one image and then just let it flow into the other page. So you will see in the next few steps how I will create that effect. So I won't be using all the images I'm choosing here, and mostly I just choose the images that speak to me at that moment, and then I'll see if it fits in my page or not. So I'm gluing this beautiful lady onto my page with a regular glue stick, because I can move the image around when it's not okay for a while. And then I'm just cutting off the excess paper. It's not much because it almost fits perfectly on a perfect size page. Now I'm just drawing the image a bit further onto my page, just to see where the image would come if it was a full image on the both pages. So after I drew the mandala a bit further, I will take out my mini palettes for my paints, and I'll be putting on some of the colors that I see on the image on the left side, and I'll try to recreate something similar on my blank page. So I use the pink, the purple, yellow, blues, red, orange, because it's all in the color scheme on the image that I've glued on. So I'm just going in with all the colors and just go with the flow. And I mean, at some point, as always, I was thinking, oh no, this is going nowhere. This is not beautiful. This will not work out. But then I always think of Marlene's words that if it's not beautiful, it isn't finished yet. So that's why I just trust the process, and yeah, I just went with it, and I think in the end it will all work out very, very well. So still I'm just going over with some brighter colors. When I see it gets too muddy or too dark, I just go in with some lighter colors. And you see, I tried to create a bit of the same color scheme from the mandala below on the page. Not exactly the same, but you will see it will all work out in the end, the colors. So now I'm taking out one of the new mask stencils. This is really an amazing stencil. It's the Decowaves stencil, and I'm just using the black pitch acrylic paint from Marlene together with an artist sponge, and I'm just dabbing the paint through the stencil here, just you see, and sometimes I'm just checking if I'm still doing okay. At this point I really don't mind if it's a little bit wonky or there's some paint going through the stencil. I mean, it doesn't have to be that crisp, this page. Now I'm just wiping off the the mask stencil because I want to use it reversed, so I don't want the black paint that's still on there to smear on the other side of my page. So now I'm reversing it to extend the image I stenciled. So you see it just aligns better if you reverse it than if you use the stencil again on the same way. So I'm just making sure that my two pages come together using this stencil. And I'm cleaning again my stencil before I will put it away because I don't want it to dry, because the paint, Marlene's paint, really dries very fast, so it's very nice. So now I'm just adding some hair on the other page. First I use the pitch, and then I also go in with an acrylic marker to do the finer lines of the hair. Now I'm just adding some extra paint where I think, yeah, there has to be some more paint here. So sometimes I have those moments. Then I'm going in with the acrylic marker. So now I'm just going through the stenciled image, and I'll be trying to extend the shoulder of the lady through the stencil. So that's why it's handy if you have already drawn it in crayons, so you can really see where the line should be, and then you can go through that. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be very prominent, but just vaguely you see an extended image, so it just will make it look like your page is a whole. So it's not the image you took and the page you made, so it will be more like one page now. So now I'm just adding extra color with the acrylic markers, and I'm trying to recreate some of the mark makings on the left side of the page on my own page now. So like the crosses, and I put extra crosses now. And like the circle, I'm just trying to recreate the circle a bit, so I'm using the red and the pink acrylic marker because I don't really have that color, so just trying to recreate my own colors here. And I just use my finger to rub the paint out, so I use my finger as a blending tool, sort of speak. So now I'm just going some extra purple, and the wonky lines that are on the left I'm trying to recreate on the right now. And then also I will be using some extra pitch paint to recreate those lines you have. So now you see me marking them, so it all comes together more when you duplicate the things that are on the left and you do that on the right. So now I'm just using white acrylic paint to go over the white details. So it is a little bit 3D now, and also it just pops out a little bit more. Just, I think it brings more to my page when I use the acrylic paint than if I would use an acrylic marker. So now we have this, and then I'm just going in with a fine acrylic marker to do the stars that are also on the left of the lady. Yes, these are the stars I was talking about. And then I just do some extra mark making of my own, and I pop in a little bit of the green because I think it really stands out, and it gives the page so much more, yeah, punch, as I can say. So now I'm using the beautiful new stamps bold words, and I'm using a stamping tool because I really want that the letters are really black, so I don't have to go over them again with a marker or something. So now I have those two words, and I'm just gonna cut them in half. I stamped them on a circle, and I'm just looking where I will put them and how I will attach them to my page. Then all of a sudden I thought it would be nice if I just do it on the borders of my page. So that's where I'm at now. And then I'm still hesitant if I would keep them white or if I would color them. So now I'm just cutting out some extra paper elements from the cut and paste block, because my first idea was to put the words where I used the mask stencil, but then I thought it will take too much away from my page. So I just want something sweet and something, how do you say it, soft, yeah. So it's soft color there, so that the lady is still the prominent feature of my page. And that's why I chose the butterflies from the cut and paste block. And I also cut out one of the words that was in the cut and paste block, change, because I thought, well, it can go with the create and change art. So change, you can change things with your art. And now I decided that I would use the watercolors to give my words a little bit extra color and make it blend in my page more than if I just kept them white. So now I just make sure they're dry before I glue them on. So I see the create is I don't have a lot of space left to glue them on, so that's why he kept falling off. So I just used the masking tape on the background to make sure it stayed there. So then the art, I had a little bit more room to glue it on. And then just like with my create, I will take the masking tape and put some on the background to make sure it really stays in place. So then I'm just gluing on the paper elements that I've cut out. So like the change and the butterflies. So, and then I just thought I need an extra butterfly there on the C of the change, because I really like an uneven number. It's just more pleasing. I like 3 more than 2 in my artwork. You will see that if on my other pages as well, I always try to have the magic number 3. So now I'm just putting on some extra white splatters. I love white splatters. Can't go without those. To finish off my page, I use a fine black acrylic marker and just draw some wonky lines on the borders of my page and the borders of my words, because I just love it and I think it's finished my page very well. So I hope you all like this project. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bye bye.